dollars inside of my pocket. There's 106 of these dollars inside of my pocket. There's 212 of these dollars inside of my pocket. There's 106 of these dollars inside of my pocket. There's a girl in the queer with a queen on her shoulder, she watching. There's hundreds of bitches who got my attention, but you catching way more than my eye. Don't really need a reason to stop you, that's all you. And don't really got a reason to call you, it's not true. I only got a couple people to talk to, and it's not true. And I don't even got the reasons to argue, so are you out of your mind? I finally got a reason to fight. I finally got a reason to drive over you, but I put my pride aside. Never stop, take a turn it into something that's new, see with me.
Under the soft glow of streetlights and the quiet hum of luxury cars gliding through the night, Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber stepped out for a rare and intimate evening that instantly caught the attention of fans and onlookers alike, not because of flashing cameras or a red carpet event, but because this time they weren't alone. Nestled between them was their son Jack Blues, a tiny presence already stirring massive curiosity and admiration. The family outing in Beverly Hills carried an air of quiet luxury, yet it was the emotional ripple effect across social media that turned a simple dinner into a headline-making moment. As whispers began to circulate that Selena Gomez might not be entirely unaffected by the scene unfolding thousands of miles away from her own world, the evening itself appeared effortless and serene, with Justin keeping things casual in an oversized hoodie while Hailey exuded understated elegance, her protective gestures toward their child painting a picture of a mother deeply immersed in her new role. And Jack Blues, though still just a baby, became the quiet center of attention, a symbol of a chapter that feels both new and definitive in Justin's life. Diners nearby couldn't help but steal glances as the trio shared laughs, exchanged soft words, and moved with the kind of ease that only comes from genuine connection. It wasn't staged, it wasn't loud, it was real. And perhaps that authenticity is what made it resonate so strongly online, because in a world used to curated perfection, this felt like a rare, unfiltered glimpse into a family simply enjoying each other's presence. Yet as the images and eyewitness accounts spread, the narrative quickly expanded beyond just a family night out. Fans began drawing emotional lines between past and present, revisiting Justin's highly publicized history with Selena Gomez, a relationship that once defined an era of pop culture and still lingers in the collective memory of millions. Speculation grew rapidly, not necessarily rooted in confirmed reactions but in the emotional investment fans still carry. Some claimed Selena might feel a pang of jealousy seeing Justin fully embrace fatherhood and domestic life. Others argued she has long moved on and found her own peace, but the truth, as always, remains known only to those living it. What is undeniable, however, is how moments like these reignite conversations that never fully fade. Justin's journey from teenage superstar to husband and now father has been anything but ordinary, marked by highs, lows, public scrutiny, and personal growth. And this quiet evening in Beverly Hills seemed to encapsulate that evolution in a way no interview or social media post could. Hailey's presence beside him has often been both celebrated and criticized. Yet nights like this show a partnership grounded in shared experience and mutual support. She wasn't just accompanying him, she was anchoring the moment, ensuring their child remained at the center of it all. The couple's body language spoke volumes, subtle touches, exchanged glances, and an unspoken understanding that suggested a bond strengthened over time. And while the outside world continues to analyze, compare, and speculate, inside that small circle, the focus appeared singular: their family, their present, their reality. Meanwhile, Selena Gomez continues to carve out her own path, thriving in her career, building her brand, and embracing her individuality. Yet the public's tendency to intertwine her story with Justin's persists, fueled by nostalgia and the enduring fascination with what once was. Whether or not she feels jealousy is less important than what the narrative reveals about the audience itself. A longing for unresolved stories, a desire to connect dots that may no longer exist. As the night in Beverly Hills came to a close, Justin and Hailey were seen leaving with Jack Blue's cradled gently, shielded from the flashes that inevitably followed. The simplicity of their exit mirrored the tone of their evening. No grand statements, no dramatic gestures, just a family returning home after spending time together. But in the world they inhabit, even the simplest acts become amplified, dissected, and transformed into something larger, something symbolic, and perhaps that is the true takeaway from this moment. Not the speculation, not the comparisons, but the quiet reminder that behind the headlines are real people living evolving lives. Justin Bieber is no longer the boy the world once knew. Hailey Bieber is more than a supporting figure, and Jack Blues represents a future that is entirely their own, untouched by the past narratives that continue to follow them. And as for Selena Gomez, her story continues on its own trajectory, separate yet forever linked in the eyes of those who refuse to let go, making this seemingly ordinary night out anything but ordinary in the ever-watchful world of celebrity life.
For me, I always said that I would never sell the company unless it was $1 billion. I was very determined that I wouldn't do it for anything under that. But I think when
900 million is good, but $1 billion is like, that's a flex.
I was just like, it's going to be this or I'm not doing it. That was my goal. But also it was not always entirely my goal to sell the company. I thought if the right opportunity came along and the right home for it came along, then I would definitely consider it. And I think with Elf, everything really just, all of the boxes that I would want to check to find a home for it, they checked them and then some. But of course, when you hear that it's a real thing and the number is real and that's a real situation being put in front of you, it's definitely whoa, okay. It's very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a moment.
Yeah, it was a moment.
Yeah.